Hello, ladies. So, I was thinking one day, reminiscing in fact, about when I was a young shonen who wanted to watch more anime. I began to gorge on whatever was popular at the time, anything I could get my grubby little hands on, only to drop them around 4 episodes in. I wanted to be a part of the discussion, to be like everyone else. I just needed to understand all the funny words people were saying, so I just started consuming shit, just watching everything I saw, except for Naruto, because I thought he was ugly. Time passes by and I evolved into an 11-year-old with a neckbeard level of anime knowledge. My mind was a machine made to remember and spout only the Japanese names of anime. Despite that though, I was still watching funny anime Vine compilations to pass the time. Fast forward to the present, I'm talking with a friend of mine about anime, and I know she's watched a fair amount, so judging the situation, I deem it appropriate to drop some anime terms. I start popping out some classic phrases like tsundere and yaoi, some basic shit, basic stuff. And then she looks at me like I'm fucking crazy. And you know what? I realized I was crazy. There are so many new, casual anime fans out there that a lot of the stuff that I thought was common knowledge is now anime nerd shit these youngins don't know. So, with all this wisdom, I began to feel like an old sage master. A sense of responsibility came over me. I had to pass down this information. I can't let it die, not with me. All this JJK, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan slop shit has kept these people in ignorance. So that spurred me to create a list of quote-unquote essential anime. These are anime to understand anime. Not anime in a literal sense, I mean it on a colloquial level. Like, when people say something is too anime, this is what they mean. Moe otaku bullshit, all that jazz. Anyways, onto the list. This one is pretty obvious and most of you have already done it. It's important to watch a shonen that isn't none of that new gen shit, you gotta watch something that will harden you. Something with a real ass filler rate. Back in my fucking day, we used to praise anime for not having filler. Now everyone is fucking spoiled and they don't even know what that shit is. You have to watch One Piece stretching one panel out into 3 minutes. You have to watch the Soul Society people fly kites in the middle of a war. You have to watch this absolute fucking garbage. And don't get me wrong, I've always had self-respect and never said something so unsightly, so disgusting. But you get the gist. On top of that though, you also have to watch one of these so you can engross yourself into horrible power scaling discussion. I took it upon myself to look at these discussions from a bird's eye view because it's funny, seeing people with the bare minimum amount of logical capabilities required to know that breathing will make you keep living, try and argue about how Luffy is like hyperdimensional light speed plus or some shit, and then someone else will tell you that he's not even city level, dude. He's on like fucking like town hall level, dude. And like not even max town hall level. What y'all know about this? Absolutely fucking nothing. Exactly. Once you're done with this video, you're gonna get what these absolute monstrosities mean. Originally, I was gonna say just watch any isekai, but then I remembered the one who started it all. I know it's hard for you 9-year-olds out there watching to comprehend the time where not every new season was front-loaded with light novel nonsense, but trust me, there was, and it was a sight to behold. Kids these days have it good with all these Thorfinns and Guts and Musashis, but back then, we just latched onto anyone with sharp black hair. You see, to me and many others, this was the greatest shit of all time. When I was 8 years old watching this shit, I fucking felt it. I was Kirito. I was the Black Swordsman. I was the dual wielder. My waifu was Asuna, and I most definitely was a beater. But yeah, this show sucks. Despite what many might say today, this show blows shit, like it blows chunks all over the white carpet. For a while, SAO was hailed as the worst anime of all time. You had to be there before everyone forgot about it, before it just became about these endless sequels that only generate buzz in Japan. There are many a video about SAO bad nowadays, and casual fans always get mad at them because like, you gotta turn your brain off and stop being such a picky bitch. Just enjoy this fucking lame ass looking loser Kirito be that guy. You have to experience the casual fan to pseudo intellectual pipeline by watching one of these videos. You must have that boring ass milquetoast NPC. The first arc is good, but the rest is trash take. You have to watch Klein get fucking sidelined into the abyssal bench. As you can see, this is developmentally one of the most important anime on this list. On a completely unrelated note, it's kind of weird how many rules Kirito breaks as a protagonist, you know? Stuff people attribute to like battle shonen and harem protagonists. First off, he actually kills people, and on top of that, he gets the girl before the show even ends. And many times that doesn't even happen. And not only did he get the girl, he fucked her, which is crazy. Anime characters, they don't be doing stuff like naughty stuff like that, you know? That's a big no-no. Okay, well finally now on to less basic stuff. Twilight Magi Madoka Magica. People love pointing out shows that will bait and switch you and then use shit like Jujutsu Kaisen as an example. No! You guys need to watch that real shit. This anime changed the game. If you ever heard of the 3-episode rule for anime, this anime was a major reason for that. First 2 episodes is fun, magical girl stuff, you know, and then boom, someone just became an internet meme. This show is pretty popular, but it's not getting an influx of new viewers nowadays because, you know, it's not a shonen and it's not ongoing, so that's not happening. This show also serves as an introduction to Gen Urobuchi for some of you. For those who don't know, he used to be that guy back in my day. He was writing hit after hit with a distinctly dark but crazy writing style with like actual substance, and then he just stopped doing shit. I can't really say more as it's hard to describe how this anime was like everywhere at the time. Like, have you guys seen this? That's fucking Akemi Homura from Madoka freaking Magica. You guys just gotta watch it, it's truly essential. Now onto something more popular but a lot less good. Future Diary or Mirai Nikki. TLDR, there's only one reason to watch this show. Yuno Gasai. In the early to mid 2010s, this girl was everywhere. She was the yandere, which means a girl who is obsessed with the dude and will probably kill for him. There is no other real yandere in mainstream anime that has made as big of a splash as her. Yandere was a term people just knew, and you just knew it because you knew that crazy pink-haired girl from that crazy anime. 90% of the reason yandere sim even exists was because they just couldn't get enough of Yuno. Nowadays, I pretty much never hear anyone talk about this anime. Probably because it ended and no one recommends it because, you know, it's not that good. But that's why I'm here. This list isn't about quality, it's about the culture. And sure, maybe it'll be faster to have like r/anime memes and know your meme tabs open, but that's the easy way out. And also a lot more degrading. Obviously, we gotta have some BL shit, you know. You don't know anime if you don't know Fujoshis. You don't know anime if you haven't been smacked by the yaoi paddle. These anime were the popular go-tos in the early 2010s outside of just shipping shonen characters. Something many still do today. Nowadays, the go-to is like Haikyuu and Banana Fish, but you know, it's important to look at your roots to see what the people before you were up to, the ones who made you who you are today. Free is a particularly important one because Kyoto Animations made it their fucking brand to queerbait. They were the masters of the craft. Unfortunately, when you bait on this level, people will get mad when, you know, the two girls with really good chemistry don't get together and instead the main girl gets with the random dude guy and we get a fucking movie about it. Horrific. So yeah, fuck this. Let's go watch dudes with no nipples swim. This is pedo shit. Like real as fuck full on pedo shit. Unfortunately for us, this pedo shit is the most well produced TV anime series of all time that has character writing that would put 99.9% of anime to shame. I can't even begin to describe how impactful this shit was. The shaft head tail, the toothbrush scene, these memes. This fucking song, and so much more. I haven't even finished the whole series and I don't particularly feel the need to, but seeing as this channel is dedicated to the art of consuming as much media as possible, maybe I will one day. Oh yeah, also the soundtrack is pretty good. Yeah, this is it. The 2000s. This is 2000s anime. Kyoto Animation created the identity of anime from this point onwards. I know I said words weren't enough for like Monogatari and Madoka and shit, and then went on to describe them, but this time it's for real. Haruhi defined anime for the 2000s. This moe slice of life shit gets serious. So yeah, just watch it. It's pretty good. You also gotta watch one of these. Ideally both, but yeah, you gotta get that trigger anime energy. Kill la Kill and Guren Lagan were what cool meant in the late 2000s and early 2010s. I know a lot of people watch Cyberpunk, and while that was great, you gotta watch its predecessors. Every anime tuber was slobbing on the knobs of these anime because they were just that cool. These anime are the definition of rule of cool, because while the writing can get pretty wonky at times, it never loses its edge. Anime culture. Anthropologists look at me and envy what I know, what I have. They would do anything for even 1 minute in my mind. I cannot offer my mind in its entirety, however. It would simply be too much, so instead, I willingly choose to part some of my wisdom onto you humble watchers, and especially to my loyal followers. Anyways, I hope you guys are onto your newfound adventure of becoming a real anime fan just like me, even though I just described what I watched when I was a kid. Feel free to drop your essential anime in the comments, because I'm probably gonna make another one of these because there are way too many essential anime.